Picture this. You wake up, grab your iPhone, and by lunchtime you are not just doom scrolling, you are launching a clone of a $4.8 million a year app. No code, no Xcode, no late night debugging sessions. Just you, your phone, a credit card, and an AI that speaks Swift so you never have to. And here is the wild part. The distance between you and a serious subscription ready app business is now measured in prompts, not in programmers. In a recent demo, creator Riley Brown used an app called vibecode to rebuild the core of a multi-million-dollar iOS app in 32 minutes. Not a mock-up, not a fake prototype, but a working native app with AI-powered features, a paywall, and test flight ready to ship. 5 years ago, that would have taken a dev team, 6 figures of budget, and months of waiting. Now it looks like sorcery, but it is really just where three huge tech trends finally collide. And in a minute, I will show you exactly how you can ride the same wave. First, here is why this is even possible. Modern phones ship with desktop-class processors and neural engines, so your iPhone is now powerful enough to act like a full-stack development studio in your pocket. At the same time, foundation models like Claude 4.5 Opus and Gemini 3 can translate plain English into Swift UI layouts, navigation flows, and API calls. Platforms like Vibecode sit on top of that, hiding all the Xcode projects, provisioning profiles, and CI pipelines behind a chat box. And the pattern break is this. What used to demand a back-end engineer, an iOS specialist, a product manager, and a growth lead is now compressed into one person talking to an interface. So what does that actually look like in practice? Riley starts by prompting Claude with the app concept and the user experience, just describing what the app should do in normal language. Then he bolts on Gemini 3 and a lightweight model called Nano Banana to power AI features like summaries or coaching. Next, he drops in a revenuecat paywall, tests entitlements and product IDs, and finishes App Store Connect setup right from the phone. This is not a toy workflow. This is the new checklist for building real software in 2025. Here is the catch. Just because you can clone a $4.8 million app in 32 minutes does not mean it will make $4.8 million. Product market fit, marketing, and retention are still very human problems that no model can fully automate for you. But the cost of getting to a serious subscription-ready app has crashed from months and over $100,000 to under an hour and the price of some API calls. This changes who gets to play. It is the same shift we saw when YouTube made video creation something a single person could do from a bedroom. Your iPhone just stole Xcode's job. Instead of juggling a heavy laptop, a browser-based no-code tool, and a separate analytics dashboard, and on-device builder like Vibecode collapses everything into one app. You start with a simple brief like create an iOS app that tracks workouts, syncs to HealthKit, and sells a $9.99 per month AI coach subscription. The system responds with a full project skeleton, screens, navigation, data models, and a monetization flow. And in a moment, I will show you how just talking to it is enough to redesign the whole thing. From there, you refine by literally chatting. You might say, add a tab bar with home, history, and profile, or store workouts locally and sync to a Firebase backend. The builder quietly updates its internal models, regenerates Swift UI views, and rewires navigation while you never touch a storyboard or a line of code. Even debugging becomes conversational. Instead of staring at stack traces, you say, users cannot restore purchases on iOS 17, and the system inspects the flow, patches the logic, and ships a new build. This shift does more than save time. It changes where and when you build. You can sketch a feature on the subway, tweak copy in a cafe, or push a test flight build from a hotel lobby, all on the same device your users carry every day. Idea mode and implementation mode merge into one continuous loop. And that is a pattern break for entrepreneurship, because building an app now feels a lot more like posting a video or drafting a newsletter than founding a traditional startup. But let us talk about cloning, because that word sounds shady. In the app world, cloning usually means copying a business model and user experience pattern, not stealing code or assets. You study what makes a $5 million per year habit tracker work, then rebuild that logic with your own branding, features, and niche. Think Uber for a specific audience, not pixel-perfect knockoff of Uber itself. The real question is, can you explain the core problem your app solves for a new user in under 30 seconds? Start by mapping the main user loop, the habit that keeps people coming back. For a habit tracker, that might be a daily reminder, a one-tap log, a streak screen, and a tiny dopamine hit of progress. Then map the monetization loop. Maybe the free tier offers basic tracking, while a $4.99 to $9.99 per month subscription unlocks unlimited habits, historical analytics, and cloud sync. In a tool like vibecode, wiring that paywall is as simple as telling the AI which features to lock, while revenuecat handles all the ugly store kit details under the hood. Take a daily affirmation app as an example. The problem it solves is quick confidence boosts and a moment of mindfulness. The loop is simple. Open the app, read 1 to 3 affirmations, maybe share or favorite one, then get a reminder tomorrow. Your monetization twist could be this. Free users see generic affirmations, while subscribers get AI personalized lines based on their mood, schedule, or goals, powered by Gemini 3. Suddenly, a $29.99 per year subscription with a short trial feels aligned with what top self-care apps already prove users will pay for. Differentiation is where your clone becomes a business, not a copycat. You can niche down by audience, like new parents or founders, by format, like lock screen widgets or audio first, or by tech, like strict on-device privacy and offline mode. Tools like vibecode even let you study patterns from top apps, then deliberately twist 1 or 2 variables so you serve a narrower, underserved slice of users. This is where creativity still beats code, and in a second, we will plug an actual AI brain into that creation. Bolting an AI brain onto your app is where things start to feel like magic. A simple tracker or journal can suddenly offer personalized coaching, auto-generated summaries, or a chat assistant that remembers yesterday's context. In a no-code builder, you grab an API key from Gemini 3 or Nano Banana, paste it into a ready-made AI module, and pick a preset like chat interface, summarizer, or recommendation engine. The app quietly wires up HTTP calls, JSON payloads, and auth headers while you stay focused on prompts and user experience. But there is a business reality you cannot ignore. Every AI call costs money, usually fractions of a cent per 1,000 tokens, and at scale, those fractions are your profit margin. Many indie devs quietly cap free users at a handful of AI interactions per day and push heavier usage behind a subscription. Latency matters too. Cloud models can jump from a third of a second to several seconds, so you need clear loading states, typing indicators, and thinking labels, or users will think the app is broken and start tapping like crazy, doubling your costs. Now, let us hit the $1 million button, getting paid. Subscriptions used to be where indie dreams went to die because Apple's Store Kit is a maze of receipts, upgrades, downgrades, refunds, and edge cases. revenuecat sits on top of that mess and gives you one clean question to ask. Does this user have Pro? You set up products and offerings in a web dashboard, mirror your App Store product IDs, and then drop a single public SDK key into your builder. In vibecode, you literally prompt add a full screen paywall using the default offering and lock feature X behind an active subscription. The magic continues after launch. revenuecat tracks monthly recurring revenue, churn, trial conversion, and cohort retention, giving your tiny app the same analytics vocabulary as a serious SaaS company. You can even A/B test paywalls without writing any experimentation framework. Spin up a second offering with a different annual price or trial length, route half your users to it, and let the dashboard tell you which one actually prints more revenue. This is why apps are starting to look a lot like content channels, where you constantly test thumbnails, titles, and now pricing. Zoom out for a second. When one person with a phone can spin up a credible, subscription-ready app in under an hour, app entrepreneurship stops looking like starting a company and starts looking like posting a video. You can treat apps like content, experimenting with multiple ideas, niches, and paywalls, seeing what sticks. The stakes are real because this lowers the barrier for millions of creators who never thought of themselves as developers. The question is no longer, can you code, but can you spot a problem, study a winning pattern, and talk clearly enough to an AI to ship your own twist? So here is your takeaway. Your iPhone is now an app factory. With tools like vibecode, models like Claude and Gemini, and services like revenuecat, you can clone proven business models, plug in an AI brain, and ship to the App Store before sundown. The hard part is no longer the code. It is the clarity of your idea and the courage to launch. If you want deeper breakdowns of prompts, paywall designs, and real-world case studies of AI-built apps, hit subscribe, drop a comment with the app you want to clone, and I will see you in the next build.